Clemens Home Brew.
Coming at you.
We're doing some isolation brewing, social distance brewing, and we're making isolation IPA. But it's time to do a beer review, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, we got our distance here. We're doing good. All right, so what do we got? This is a fun one. I'll be covering Christian. I'll apologize for that for a moment. Here it is. It's from Lagunitas. It's the Willettized Coffee Stout 2019. This beer, it's aged in bourbon barrels with rye bourbon whiskey, so that's awesome. And 12.9% ABV. And it's a coffee stout, so we know they've used some kind of coffee in it. It just sounds fabulous, and it's supposed to be 12. Well, this one says 12.4%. So we're only getting a little bit. We'll be okay for brewing. Let's give it a try.
Just fine.
All right, so it's got a nice creamy looking head on there, so you can get a look at that. I got the end, so mine's probably a little murkier than Christian's. Christian's is more black looking.
Yeah, it is.
And on mine, I'm getting a lot of oak character, big time.
Yeah, I'm getting the oak character too. You get the vanilla in there.
Yeah, vanilla and oak.
A little bit of leather, but not really that much.
But you're right, light leather, and you're getting the coffee for sure. Like a little bit of a brown sugar quality. Like a dark brown sugar, almost like caramelized a little bit.
I get the bourbon. I get the rye in there a little bit.
I think the vanilla's there light, although it's pretty cold right now.
Yeah, it could warm up.
Well, let's let it warm up and we'll see where we're at.
Let's see where it is.
But we've actually taken a long break and we're quite a ways on the brewing side of this.
Yeah. I don't know. It even though it warmed up, it really didn't change very much in taste and aspects, so. Right?
No, a lot of time when beers warm up, you get a lot of different aspects, a lot of different flavors coming out. Even the mouthfeel will change. I think the mouthfeel is still medium mouthfeel.
Still medium. Still getting the bourbon, still getting the rye, still getting the light vanilla.
A bit of oak. I still if I get a little bit of brown sugar. The brown sugar quality seems a little less right now.
You get the leather.
Yeah, and you definitely get some tannins from the oak, though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any question about that. But it's a nice beer. I did happen to notice when I bought it that Rate Beer gave it a 100.
Oh yeah, it wasn't too boozy. It's actually very mellow and smooth.
Well, I was thinking he was going to go, what? Because I'm like, no, this is no 100.
Well, obviously it's not a 100. I mean, it's a really good beer. I don't know what the price point was.
It was pretty inexpensive.
So maybe that's why. Maybe they were giving it a 100 for price point.
Possibly.
But we don't go off a price point. We go on what's delicious.
That's right. And it's always been that way. We just give you a straight shot on all this stuff. So first, in terms of style, again, this was 12.4% ABV, 32 IBUs, barrel aged, bourbon rye. In terms of Imperial Stouts, what do you think?
I actually really like this one. This one was very smooth. I drank a 32-ounce crowler to myself of the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout the other night, so I think I have a good baseline for what's going on. My hangover would say otherwise. Oh man, this is actually really good and consistent. I'm gonna give it a 93.
I thought he was going to go higher than he was talking. 93 actually is pretty close to me, but I don't know. There's just some things that are just lacking for me, and this is in my wheelhouse of all types of beers. But as far as Imperial Stouts, it's just not quite there, but I'm not much different than him. I'm giving it a 92.
Well, I think the main thing for Dad would be there's a little bit more bitterness because of the rye, and it's not as sweet. Correct. So that brings in more the underlying IBUs / the bitterness in there, which I like to appreciate.
He knows me well.
There we go.
Well, I'll do overall first then, since you started. How about that? So overall, though, again, it's a nice beer, but to be honest, I'm not going to change a whole lot. But I'm actually going to stay at the same. I'm going to give it a 92 overall.
And I will drop right down to that at a 92 for the overall. Really good beer, really solid. probably price point's gonna make me buy another one, but yeah, it's no complaints here. Lagunitas always making quality beers for decent prices.
All right, to prove Christian's point, this was on sale, mind you. $3.99 for this bottle. That's just insane.
But Jesus,
And so he really nailed it in what he said. Here it is, kid. It's the Willettized. It's Willettized because it's from the Willett Distillery out of Kentucky, of course. It's the Willettized Coffee Stout 2019 from Lagunitas. We're saying actually it's a pretty good beer, and for that price, why would you not buy it? This is Kevin
this is Christian
saying life is too short,
to drink cheap beer
and we'll see you
on the next beer review.